Stormblood, not Shadowbringers. I don't know how well, I know I confuse the two, but let's get in it. I'm gonna get 100,000 experience. Holy shit. Okay. Alphino is a man with a great deal on his mind.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Is it?
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Assuming, yeah.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
Okay, let's go ahead then.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
As always.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
Yeah,
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
As I say, Paplamo. Excluding. Most of the time people don't die when I'm around, and the times they do, it's very, very tragic.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
Everybody coming?
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
And what a crew we got. I like that Ida is got her mask off. Is Isael? I really gotta memorize that, the new name.
Ready, my friend?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Well then, Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Knock on wood. Are you two coming with?
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
It'd be nice.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Yeah.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kosetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Lease.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate together. Just you wait.
That is a very red flag. Somebody's gonna die.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
A 1,000 miles apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Lise, could you come with me? Me? What? Now? Alright then, if you insist. Gonna get an outfit change? Please. That's ridiculous that you really have it. Ooh. I mean, Minfilia's off the table, so I need a new wife anyway. So, well, hi there. What do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it. And with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. Then onward to Girabania. Our first stop will be at Amarace's Spire in the East Shroud. Okay, so then I need to go to the Black Shroud. So, where is Little Alamigo? Because, like... Okay. Because I can't go here. No, because they're on a tune. So we're going to Girabanya. So this is like Little Alamigo. So go up, and then this whole area is the rest of the world? God damn, this is gonna get huge. I suppose I didn't know about any of this area. Crazy. A lot to think about. All are present and accounted for. When you're ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed into Girabanya. Ah, the signs of the seventh dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Yes, please. I have to start Stormblood out right here, and then I can do the rest of the paladin quest too. Okay, here we go. So we're going east. Okay. I wonder how much of the map is uncovered then. Is it all uncovered?
I
Diane
remember
Walker?
crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us.
Among us.
Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other.
That's the one we just took over.
Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Yeah. Stormblood. Got a tune over here. Yeah, because I have to finish Stormblood to get the fucking sprout off of me. It's silly. Maybe it's voice acted. Nope. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Oriens. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempts to retake the Castrum since then? None, save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We've had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall wasn't enough, Ilbrid summoned a primal right on their doorstep, and Garlemald does not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. 'Twas a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilbrid's to make, and now we are bound by it, for weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you go. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave it to you. Godspeed. Ah, of all the Castra in the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing elegant weapon in Draconic, Primal, Omega, and Shinryu. I think the Shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do. Then just like Omega fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engage the stasis systems. Assuming the command is received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Garabania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Oh. I can't believe how much dialogue has to be written in between these main story cutscenes. But I never talk to any of the characters. As you've probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. The headquarters are located in a place called Ralga's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Velodian River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. The music really changed up, huh? Oh, I can't fly. I'm gonna take it out on you. Okay, well. God, it's slower than just walking. Oh no, I got poisoned. Okay. Still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. Aggressive tree monsters, huh? This big old bees. I don't see any soldiers. Good. Let's cross. You're wondering about the tower to the south? It's part of the Castellum Velodina? Velodina. It's part of the Castellum Velodina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely momes away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. Lesser Gagana. I'm getting close to level 70. Almost gonna hit the level cap like, right away. Damn it. I fucking knew it. Alright. Oh, gonna have to tune with the wind again. Oh. Man. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Rolga's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there's some sort of trick to this. Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Gallians. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tatru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and, don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. I think it's funny that I have not used my echo in forever. And actually, I'm going to get a snack while this cutscene will probably... Okay. Back at it. You know, eventually when I edit these videos, no one will ever see any of this. And these giant breaks I take. Oh, this is voice acted.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see now for who you are, though, the Scions of the Seventh Arm. Now, I know you would not have come all the way unless you had something important to discuss, and I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. I like that they changed up the music. Go around and tune these quick. Yeah, I can finally see if I can get gear. New gear. That'll be exciting. Material. Okay. Now I got level 60 stuff. Okay. Nothing good. Nice. Please let this be voice acted. For the love of God.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
A lot of good stuff. So, it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Forgive me. You're free to look around Ralga's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance's capabilities. Free to poke our noses wherever so we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Zeramar. Great, let's get started. I'll bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is, we don't even account for half. We've got Hell's God from all the way over by the spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some beastmen, well, beast women, I suppose, like the one over there. She's an Antonin. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Gallians to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Anata makes the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them, anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Ralga, shall we? Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The Breaker of Worlds, who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Yeti used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th Astral Era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across the Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of Gir Ebania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open, heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk on the fist of Ralga. He'd explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through in the end. Sorry, that was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. Storm of blood. Look at this weird little chocobo. This is the infirmary. As you can probably tell, here's where the Resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how careful we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. Snake ladies. When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades to when the Fist of Ralga was still here. Oh. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the settlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the aetherite before we go. Wasn't me maybe an Eosta cake kid? Arms, armor, potions, you name it. These folks have got it. The resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alpha and Alice here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? Well, this is the only one I can use, so... I do appreciate having a different helm. I looked a little dumb, I feel like. Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants. They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they'd be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble, aye, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, different person. Oh yeah, she's the one that came and gave me the message. We finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch your stolen Kryl, so if you'd like to follow me...
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree, but it will take time. And I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the war, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monargo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood.
We won't let you down.
Right then, Monago and Mefford are to be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Eramar. Collection in the duty section of the main menu. Okie doke. Well, I suppose I'll go with Monago. Ladies. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. And thank you. Now to business. Commander Kemps entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. Covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Alden commands the forces at Castrum Orient. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great! That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Excuse me. Whoa. Got everything you need? Good. Then let us be off. Ah, that's how the compass does it. Never used it before. Quiet, hear that? That was a cerulean engine backfiring. Imperials. Ye gods, you have preternatural senses. I don't know why I had such trouble there. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that could mean life and death, be they of a predator or patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single magitech armor, wide search pattern, divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Zeramar's best equipped to deal with it. We're attacking 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the west bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. Salty. Oh god. Oh. Some real weird ass animals out here, man. Tell you what. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that. But don't doubt that they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that, after what happened at the wall. I agree. I'm with you. Right, I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. Yeah, this is just like the armor I literally just had. Only a handful of armor sets for the paladin, or what? Well, paladin, striking. Gladiator path, I suppose that's what it would be. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said that the forces of Castramorians were under the command of Flame General Rabban Aldin, what did you not? By Ralga, the Bull of Alamigo himself. I never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. You're a bomb.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
Absolutely.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General.
I suppose he's Alamigan. I don't know how I forgot that.
On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
Yeah.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them.
Okay, Pippin.
I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Oh, handy. Clever little Lalafell. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castellum Velladina, namely the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field-tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons? That's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment. And should we carry out this as a just endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire. But you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone, and you're going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly, and so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapon to East End, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change, and when it does, you may be sure they'll send out their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see, it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plans, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard, You're a dab hand at this, and it'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map, right here, aye. Patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Zeramar. I can just use this at any time, right then? Oh, straight south? Ah, there she is. That would be like over here, I suppose. East Enders. Going up to the East Enders. I don't know anything about East Enders, and I don't even know why I would pretend to know. I'm not British. Yeah. Quite a lot to the east, it sounds like. Oh boy. Damn it. Oh boy. Alright, well, a lot of back and forth in here until I get the ability to walk faster or fly. Obviously, it's not going to be in that order. Oh, what's the plan then? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapon has left Castellum Velodina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Let's check her out. Oh, it's this fucking guy?
Things looked grim for
us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once!
Sounds like a Darkwing Duck villain. Let's get dangerous.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush! Attack!
Suppose this is what I'm going against, right?
Get after them, damn you!
Can't use any of those. God damn it. I don't understand whenever I have to focus on the blue ones versus the purple ones. Yeah, I'm gonna take down these guys first. That guy doesn't even seem to be being damaged. Crazy that it doesn't hurt him. Like, I don't know.
You'll be weeping blood.
God damn, this thing is strong. Keep at it, I suppose.
As a raging bull!
Whoa! Oh, those guys self-detonate. Wow! Oh, wow! 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 Woo! Who fighting runs? What the hell's you lot? But amigo, let none escape. What a face. Yeah, I know. Oh, nice. Got it. Can't wait until I can just buy a level 70 sword.
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I've passed harder stools than these piles of scrap.
A little personal, but okay.
You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
I hope I get to kill you, buddy.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to El Amigo.
Well done, all of you. I'll call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamingo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Camp. It was Marshal Taraput who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. No doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same, as will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle. Monago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrum then. Zaramor, Mistress Leveria, once more you have my thanks, as Master Kemp said, until the next battle. I've heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. But you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. Oh, what do we got? Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. Zagirabanya must just be the entrance to Alamigo. Alamigo. Suppose then I gotta do Mefrids. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smash them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will. But it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure. It gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of a victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Zeramar, Alise, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Oh, new shield. Oh shit, oh shit. Level 70. Hell yeah, baby. Woo! Woo! I'm almost to the whatchamacallit, where it's like, you know, quest to 80 or whatever. Is this better than what I currently have? I guess it is. Do I remember who he is? At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet again here of all places, though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? I don't. It's been a... No, it was a lifetime ago. There's no need to apologize. But know that down in Quarry Mill, we didn't forget about you, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo when Galleon was governing. Gondobold was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Uldar for work. But as you can see, I chose to get back to Girabanya and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the borders and back. Across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If we're going there, you're taking me with you. Oh, that's right. You're from Alagana, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me at the tunnels to the peaks. Now, I am curious, Can I do the next paladin quest? I feel like I should try. Yeah. If it's for nothing, it's for nothing, whatever. I'll just teleport right back, but... I suppose I could probably have looked it up in the duty finder? I don't know, I'm not that smart. Nope, does not look like it's available. Fuck me. Okay. Or not duty finder. Go. The Killer Instinct, level 70. Interesting. Well, we're going back to where I was just at. Back to Kiribati. I just wasted a little over 1,000 gil. Well, I think I should set that one as my home one then. No point in doing that a million times. Okay. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Algana. Clear the barricade if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villagers there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. I suppose you gotta open up all of Giribania to... because that's probably where all the quests are going to be at for the next levels, is this area. I feel like you have to get to like quest level 61.
I remember the peaks of Giribania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity, who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
We're a glamoring place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The villages to the east, keep watch for patrols as we move. Southeast. Okay. 624 yalms is quite a lot, so... Girabanya and Hornbill. You got dead? An Arian Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Algana's due east past that bridge. Follow me. It's not much further. Must be some pretty strong peoples who live here, the, Alamegans. To fucking always have, like, level 60 ass giant bugs and monsters hanging around them all the time. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of the people were taken in by the Griffin's promise and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Algana lost a few youths as well. There's truth to that. There could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned on the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to do a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know what an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope that there's still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Ragonfred, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Still all just level 60 stuff. Yeah. Must be until level 61. Because I have a vague recollection if that's how it worked before. When you hit level 51, not level 50. Don't know you, traveller. You a merchant. Will not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Algana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, your comrades of Mefred. I see. Speak on, though. I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men, and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire on their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes, and now you come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We had an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time, cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our God, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate them bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefred. I can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now. Leave us be and never return.
You've got no right to speak to us like that.
I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed. That was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village.
No, you don't, because it's my village too. My home.
What the hell are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls.
Lise Haxt, and I'm here. I'm here to take back my homeland.
By Rauga, last time I saw you, you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive, and I never thought you would come.
I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on this fight.
You even sound like him. As you say, I've no right to tell you to leave. Elagana is much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more.
Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go.
Damn. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help.
Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around.
Nope. Well, if I'm just gonna be wearing this thing that I just got out of. Are you facing that corner, huh? What were you asking me then? A stranger and a generous soul besides. Bollocks. There's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you're an Imperial agent, I expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up in your office, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks for Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Right then, frighten Coriolis is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand.
You best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on.
You need any help?
Looking for folks down on the lock? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold night. Hard labour's right out. Too much chain and trouble for others. There's a tea which helps with it, though. I need to grind a chapely horn and a hornbill talon for the blend.
Let me go get it for you.
You'll go and get some for me, just like that? You needn't trouble yourself so.
I want to trouble myself so, please. Please let me do this. Little sitches. Real fucked. All this war stuff, man. It's a lot to think about. And it's genuinely sometimes hard to, like... I know a lot of people just say, like, the shit, ruins them.
big area. Bum, bum. I can't believe this guy's name is Frightened. Yeah, for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sack over yonder. The bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick 'em up. Pick up the unconscionably heavy. There we go. Oh, well, this place. A little pyramid? Oh, this is their lab. More primals. Is it like right in the middle here? I don't see any stairs or anything. Oh, maybe there's the stairs.
Ah, there it is. Excuse me, fellas. To the northeast, huh? Dustinilla. Getting some level 61 monsters. Stuff really does look a lot like Dark Souls monsters. Does the high fantasy stuff. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, how do we get up there? All I want is to be able to use to increase the speed of my mount. That's what I want. I do care about the flying, but I don't need it necessarily. Woohoo! That really the closest one? Oh boy, yeah. Let's not go that far without another quest. Oh, the new face. You're my leftovers. Well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand. In case you're curious what it's all for, the rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. Take it hard for my brother to pass on for any plodding quarrymen, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the sutlers that trade with the resistance. It's 11 and a way of fighting back besides, a way of spitting in the Guardian's eyes for putting our father in imperial uniform and shipping off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even, though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know, is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Fair enough, dude. I mean, asking someone to participate in war is up to them. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Argayan? Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you'll never think people will actually. This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one. You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs, and then I had the good fortune to run into Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, was all they say, not that it had made a difference if I'd fought back.
I knew what a lot of them were about the moment the Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others, and by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you. But beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Very triumphant music for a very sad reality. There you are, Zeramar. Oh, man. There you are, Zeramar. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperium's been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. Not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. Fucking excuse me? Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends dying in to help us poor and unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You're gonna begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefrit. What's up, Delivery Moogle? Haven't had a single letter. Looks like the Elder was the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd never met Zeramar or the rest of you, and we might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. We're caught at the Tribunum and the bloody Ratman, they... Oh, damn it all. You there, take a deep breath, and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tribunum's due soon, and we were taken to the Imperials when the Quiquiran attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. Was just an old temple before they came, and... Listen, Rakrata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The cigarette? If the Rutman took him there, he's as good as dead. We've got to get after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. Shameful. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tribunum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. So Rakrata's being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Quiquiran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. I gotta go get my water bottle. Oh, shit.
Oofta. I also ate dinner. Oh gosh. Okay, what was I doing? Search for Wakarker near the Ziggurat. A long fucking way away. Blood glider. Ooh. Creepy. Little rats. Please let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Oh. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Hostage, hostage. When it would come to this, kill them quick before they alert the others. Not a just straight going for the murder. I mean, I guess when you are going in for the kill, you're doing it for thrill, and you're open, it'll understand. You guys coming with me or not? No? Alright. Well, I guess I'll just walk up here. You know, sometimes people, I wish that some of the NPCs could follow you around instead of just be like, oh, I'm gonna just show up wherever you are, but I guess that would be kind of difficult. I mean, I get why they program it the way they do, but like, it can be a little awkward sometimes. Hey, buddy. Yeah, alright? Oh, by Raga, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. Mother, make a snack or less a meal. Oh, you found him. Well, wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's going to be alright. My sister, oh Raga be praised, she's safe, and you'll have fought your way in here just for me? To think there's still good, brave folk in this world? We should go before the Kukurin return in force. You still have the Tributum.
Oh gods, the tributum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now, in your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Zeramar, Mifrid, I think we need to go after Wakata. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. Yo. Yo. Oh. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, you know what? Under closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Back again. Oh. You know, I really don't mean to take so many breaks, but it's just when you're streaming for like 3 or 4 hours, it's really hard not to just like leave the camera on. Kind of had a laziness too, a little bit. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning it came from a Carter's bird, in which case. There's a collapsed bridge just round the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Any minute now. I expect he'll come thundering around the bend, and hear that? Get to cover, quickly now. Man, he didn't make it very far very fast. Like, I could see the temple right there.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Oh, God.
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fake? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Good God.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
Yikes.
But it isn't fair.
War is not fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this godforsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alamegans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
Now, is that also an Alamegan? That's fucking...
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
Xenos. Xenos Saga.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Oh man, a couple visual glitches going on.
I'd heard the commander was keen-eyed, but God, that was a near thing. Tears me up inside to see our own kids been doing the bidding of the Viceroy, but they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Oh, bow, staff, index. Yeah, I'll just take that. Bukata's alive, and the tributum's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Olagana and tell Ragnfred his man got the job done. Homeward Bound. I love that movie. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Okata told me everything. How you fought with Quikrin and saved his life. For all the good it did, we saw what happened when he met with the Skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could. Mefred's a warrior, as is your comrade, and you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I think, Ralgo, you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Okata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, but not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more that can be said, for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I knew you and yours mean well, I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox, too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't fall to the same end. Nope. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Yup. Sorry about running off like that. Alamegan's terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels, whatever it was. But nor did I expect Wakata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. 'Twasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I love my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't think to go after Ricarda, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them, so I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I am. I suppose I am. Not just me. There are others I know who have been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us. We're not hardened warriors like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome around Alga's reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak to the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. Oh shit, hold on. There we go. And return. Yes. Might as well do it for free while I can. Because whenever I get the opportunity to buy new weapons, I'm gonna waste a lot of fucking money. Although, if I can buy level 70 weapons, or, you know, level 69... Well, no, the level cap's level 70. So I should be able to buy level 70 weapons. If I can buy level 70 weapon, you know, I'll feel a lot more comfortable. And that million gil I got from being on this server and getting to level 30 really lasted me a long time. Otherwise, I'd only have about 100,000 gil. Although I have built it up, but, you know. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... When, not if. That day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Guardian, Alamegan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then, I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Zarma, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Well, what do we got as options here? Conjurer, Scholar, Astrologian... Love that he did a little... whatchamacallit too. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thank you for your services, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several among the Science ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, who I am to come to present. Command your camp, if I may. My name is Ornvel Lentinius. A half-breed, as you could doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You're a true-born son of Girabanya, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldine that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Velodena. Then, in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo.
We're getting voice acting, or is this not that? Oh. Now look at this poof. Or a woman?
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total. Go on.
Oh.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Okie doke.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands.
Oh.
Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hands. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
Wow.
lord,
very different
I have
look.
a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I'll understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? We got some earrings. Well, these are the only ones that'll work. So.
I beg your pardon. The man who bested Gaius Van Baelsar wishes to offer me his assistance. All I say is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case. Before the occupation I was a humble historian, while my duties leave me scarce time for aught else. I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I have in mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up the cause and so forth. You may take down the statements in this log, and Sir Ma, thank you for your service, now and ever after.
Okay, I think that's where I'm going to end it for now. I might play Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, so I'm going to do that. Alright, but that was an interesting 3-hour start. A little, not a ton happened, but, you know, it ramps up. So I expect the next, you know, what do I have, like 47 hours? Like, will be fun. Alright, take it easy, folks.